Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a pretty huge shift happening inside Drupal, one of the web's most powerful open-source platforms. We're talking about artificial intelligence and how it's moving from this kind of niche experiment to a core capability of the entire system.
And this quote really nails it. Drupal is transforming into something much more than just a content manager. It's becoming a powerful orchestrator for AI services and large language models, LLMs. Think of it like a central command center for all things AI on your website.
So let's get into it. What does that actually mean to have an AI orchestrator or an AI brain inside your website? We're going to unpack what this evolution means for developers, for businesses, and really for the future of the web.
All right, here's how we'll break it down. First, we'll look at the big picture, Drupal's new AI brain. Then, we'll dive into the central hub that makes it all tick. After that, we'll see how it connects to pretty much any AI you can think of. Check out the developer toolkit, and then wrap up with what this all means for the future of smart websites.
Okay, first things first, let's really get a handle on this fundamental change. What we're seeing is AI going from a cool little add-on you might experiment with to a core function that's deeply integrated into the whole Drupal ecosystem.
And this is so important. The whole point of this shift is to give developers real power. It's about letting them build these smarter, more intuitive digital experiences without getting stuck with one single company's AI. It's all about control and flexibility, which, is the spirit of open source.
So, let's get to the foundation of this whole ecosystem and see how it actually works. It all comes down to one central piece that's basically the key to unlocking everything else.
And here it is. This is the heart of the entire system, the Drupal AI module. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a universal travel adapter, but for AI. It's that one single plug that lets you connect your website to pretty much any AI service in the world. So, you start right here, with your Drupal website. This is home base. It's where all your content, your data, all your unique stuff lives. Then, you just install the central AI module, and just like that, it becomes the one single connection point for any and all AI functions you want to add.
And from that one hub, you can seamlessly plug into basically any AI provider or model out there. And the best part? If you want to try a new service, you don't have to rebuild everything from scratch. It just works.
Which brings us to the connections themselves. This is where you really start to see the power of this whole hub-and-spoke model. The amount of choice and flexibility you get is just incredible.
I mean, just look at this. This slide shows the insane variety you have. You can plug your Drupal site directly into all the big players. OpenAI for models like GPT-4, Google's Gemini, Microsoft's Azure AI, Amazon's Bedrock. Seriously, you name it, there's probably a connector for it.
But here's the crucial part. You are not locked into those big cloud services. Not at all. If you need complete data privacy, you can run models locally on your own server using something like Ollama. If you need a super specialized model for a very specific task, you can tap into the million-plus models on Hugging Face. It gives you this massive ecosystem of choice.
So let's keep building on this, because it's not just about connecting to models. This ecosystem gives you an amazing developer toolkit. It is jam-packed with ways to automate workflows, test your AI, and build some truly next-level applications.
A perfect example is the ECA module. Think of it like an if this, then that for your website, but on steroids. Look at this flow here. You can set up a dead simple rule. When a user uploads an image, if the alt text is missing, then, bam, automatically send that image to an AI to generate it. And the best part is you can build all of this logic without writing a single line of code. And hey, if you want maximum flexibility for those automations, the OpenRouter provider is unreal. It gives you access to over 300 different large language models, all through that one connection we talked about. This means you can pick the absolute perfect model for any job you have. And the toolkit just keeps on giving. Let's say you need to process thousands of articles at once. The OpenAI batch module can handle that in the background to save you a ton of money. Want to know exactly how your AI is performing? Langfuse gives you these deep analytics on token usage, speed, you name it. And maybe most importantly, the AI Agents Test module lets you make sure your AI is actually reliable before it goes live.
So we've seen all these new modules, all these new capabilities. What's the big takeaway? Why does this shift happening inside Drupal actually matter for the future of the web?
Well, here's the bottom line. Drupal isn't just tacking on a few AI features. It's actually building a powerful, future-proof framework for the next generation of the web. A web that's going to be intelligent, adaptive, and super personalized, all built on a trusted, open-source foundation.
You know, this whole evolution isn't just about a new set of tools. It completely changes the landscape of what's possible online. It just blows the doors wide open for creativity and automation. Which leaves us with one final thought to really chew on. When every single website has an AI brain, what will you build?